Hi everyone, this is Lexi Bridges with your 2 Peas in a Bucket Project Life video for this Saturday. In my previous video, I worked a little bit with, you can see it a little bit here with some clear, I don't want to say accents, some clear transparency here with a little clear here with the veneer card. And a few people had asked on the message board and even in the comments how I was going to work around that when I did my opposite side. So I decided to go ahead and do my opposite side, do this week on this page protector to kind of give you an idea of how I'm going to work with the clear accents and to give you a new challenge and just to put this week together for you guys. So I'm going to take this apart here. This week I've tried to be a little bit better about including some bits and pieces of our week from my children. So they leave sweet little notes and things around the house. And this week I was a little bit better about making sure that I had gathered those into one place so I could use them. For example, this little I love you guy, it was really cute. He cut it himself and everything, so I didn't want to recut it. I mean, I could make it straight, and maybe that would probably be the better thing to do, but I'm just going to leave it like it is. And I'm just, I have a few pieces of the Midnight Edition Project Life kit that I'm going to be using today. And I'm just going to take one of those cards and place this on it. And a lot of times I'll add, you know, a label or a little something, but I just like this just as it is. So I'm going to use that. And actually this, he used a really pretty piece of cardstock, don't you think? This color kind of helped me pick out what my color scheme was going to be for this week. So this is going to be a simple little pocket there. I'm just going to put this here, and it's not going to be perfect because, as I pointed out, it's not straight. I might have to end up, whoops, trimming off a little bit, but I think we're going to be okay. So I'm just going to leave that pocket just like that because I think it looks cute. This pocket up here has this really cool, almost barnwood look to it from the I believe it's flea market from Maggie Holmes with crepe paper. So I'm going to use this. This was a picture of my youngest doing a little tire swinging at Grandma and Grandpa's house. So I have a tag here that I've printed off, or excuse me, not printed, typed my journaling. You could print it off, but we're going to use that on the side here. I've had people ask in comments what kind of typewriter. I have one of the old manual ones. The electronic one would work too, but I have one of the old. It's Aqua, and I got it off eBay, and probably paid too much for it, but I've used it so much that I feel like I got my money out of it. So I'm just going to tuck that journaling, just a little bit of tucking there. I kind of like that tag just to the side with that photo. And then, if you've watched my videos before, you know I love wood veneer. Here's some wood veneer. It's almost like Seasons weather veneer. So I'm going to take this cute sun, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to put it right there. Oops. Use a little bit of adhesive there. And I'll probably end up, you know, doing a little sewing somewhere on the tag, but one thing I wanted to add to it that I thought would be fun, these are rub-ons from Heidi Swapp, and they look like sequins, but they're flat because they're rub-ons. So I thought this would be fun to try out today. I think it's a great product to use in Project Life because it's flat. I don't mind dimension, but some people don't like bulkiness in their albums like that, which is totally cool. So I think a few of these would be cute here. Different shapes. I was going to say, is that a hexagon or octagon? Hexagon, hello. Stars, circles. So we're going to use a few of these down here. And I'm going to pick this aqua color, because we have that color going on, and the rest of our spread. So let's see here. I used to use, rub-ons used to be way more popular, I think, than they are now, but I've always been a fan. Hope that's not jiggling the video too much. It comes with a little popsicle stick, or you could use the back of your scissors or whatever. Yay, it looks like little sequins. I don't know if you can see right down there. So that's really cute. But I'll end up probably doing a little sewing there. I might add another sequin or something, but those are really fun. I like those. Okay, I'm going to slide this out of the way, and then this pocket right here is going to have a little envelope in it. This is a Studio Calico envelope. I want to say it's from the Thataway line, but I'm not certain. Anyway, so you can see it has a little clear. These would be great for gift cards too. So they come in a big pack. You get ones that would fit the bigger sections down here, and then these smaller ones for up here. Something that would be good in like a December mini album. I used one of those in mine. But anyway, we're going to use one of those. And today, my challenge for you is to use an envelope, such as this, also from Studio Calico, or some kind of envelope pocket like this. So we're incorporating a few little envelopes into our layout this week. So I did run this through my typewriter, so I have my journaling up here, and I'm just going to take, it's going to be a super simple little pocket here. I'm going to take my photo, and I'm just going to slip it down in there. And I'll probably date stamp the bottom when I go and do all my date stamping. There we go. And that is super simple. The stitching's already on it, so it's already embellished a little bit for you. So there's that. So this veneer card was on my last video. I'm going to slide these off here real quick and take this out. You can see there's that week. So here's this. So what I'm going to do, so the one card was like this. This is going to end up like this. This is a printable, one of the banana fish printables for November. I'm going to do a little fake maneuver here. So I'm going to staple it, which makes it look like I stapled the veneer, but I'm not. I'm just stapling it on the printable, putting the glue down, and that this is almost a title card for this being. Some of this week crosses over from Halloween, the end of October, to the 1st of November. So I thought this was appropriate. But this is just going to be plain here. That way, using a card like this, I'm able to use both sides. Or you could put a little photo here. You could do spray ink on it. There's a lot of different things you could do. But we're just going to, I had a little fuzz in there. Sorry about that. Leave it like that. I'm going to try to get that back in there. Okay. There we go. So that's going to look like that. This will go here. This will go here. So you can kind of see I have a neutral theme. We have some gray and some aqua color going here. So I wanted to add another color, so I decided that we were going to go with one of the cards in the Midnight Edition has this pretty yellow, so that we do the yellow here. And I always am a fan of the yellowy orange with the aqua color. So that'll go here. Here I'm going to put a photo of Halloween. You got to have a picture of the costumes, right? So I had a shredder and a Michelangelo. This is a label that is also on the same set as this November tag, and that's going to be my little journaling here. So I'm going to just barely glue that down because I'll probably end up sewing it a little bit. I'm going to run it along this side here and then glue down my Ninja Turtle guys. There we go. So it's kind of off a little bit off to the side, but I think that's okay. So you can see a little bit of that yellow poking through, which is going to match up with this yellow down here in just a minute. So if I keep moving over here, it's another, I'm using several pieces of the Midnight Edition. I think some people, I don't know if you get tired of using the same cards, but I just love this because it's so neutral that I don't get tired of using it. So I'm using some more pieces from it. This card already has an idea of what you can do, which is put a 2x2 photo on it. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Our little pumpkin that we carved, one of them anyway. And I went ahead and ran this through my typewriter with the journaling that my youngest one said, Michelangelo here, I want to make an old-fashioned one, Mama. And so in his mind, old-fashioned meant when you just did the face. You didn't do anything fancy to it. So we did an old-fashioned pumpkin. And you can notice this tape right here. You can cover it up or leave it like this. This photo actually is a little bit bigger than 2x2, so it ends up covering it up. But I'm going to take some washi tape. I'm going to take this wood grain. Because I have some of the wood up here, because I have some craft down here, obviously wood tones right here, I'm going to take this wood grain tape and tape down my photo, or not really, it has adhesive on the back, but, and I might end up adding a little bit of sewing there. So we can kind of see the color scheme coming together. This lower pocket here, are you tired of me saying I'm using the Midnight Edition? I apologize. So this is another Midnight Edition card. This is a foldable one, but I'm just going to use it like this. It says, "We were here." And this is a photo of the boys at the corn maze, which is kind of just like an annual tradition, going to the pumpkin patch and being in the corn maze. So I'm going to, and you can see it already is, I like this card because it already kind of has a little title here and it has the little craft color showing through. This is a really fun paper clip. This is Allison Craft for Webster Pages. And it's part of the recorded line, but it comes in a cute pack. There are little pink hearts over here and then the aqua arrows. I think there's like 6 arrows maybe, I don't know, or maybe that was just my pack. But anyway, I thought that if you can kind of see how this looks, we have aqua here, here, and here, so it gives us 3 points of that color. Not that I ever really care about that, but it just kind of ended up like that, and I liked having that color being tied down here in this little section. I'm going to add a little flag with some journaling of where we were. We were at the corn maze. Oops, let's bring it down there. And that was a basic gray label. I love those little label stickers. That's there with a little date typed on it. And then we have these little tin badge things from Studio Calico. I like this one. Home is wherever I'm with you. So I'm going to put that right here. So I went ahead and put this here, but I may end up putting it on the outside of the page protector, or I might decide not to use it. So I haven't really decided about that. I love it, but I just don't know. So I'm going to move on, and that's okay if you don't know, right? So here's another way we're going to incorporate an envelope into this spread. Again, from Studio Calico That-A-Way line. And they come a couple, see this would fit here as well. So you have a couple different sizes with the craft with the different colors of circles tying it together. And then I do believe there are some vellum envelopes that come in this pack as well. But this kind of helped me decide to use this color. That's the same color that's back here behind my little Ninja Turtle. So this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to use. And what I did here is we're going to open it up, and there are, because I only use one side for the week, I had also was asked, what does the other side look like? It's just another week. So it's not coordinated, it doesn't match. I'm really okay with that. I don't know if anybody else is, but I'm okay with it. So that's what the other side just is another week. So the colors may match or they may not, and it doesn't really matter to me. Just thought I would answer that question. Anyway, so here's our little envelope. I have pieces of the week because I do only do one side. There's a few things that just do not fit sometimes, and I was really good this week about collecting little bits of the week that didn't quite make the cut, but I still wanted to include, like I sewed his costume down the wrong way, which was not a happy moment for him. He dressed up like a cowboy again. Just little pieces of cute little things from the week that they've colored or drawn or cut out. This was the inspiration he drew for his pumpkin, so I wanted to, and it was done on newspaper, but I still wanted to be able to incorporate that. Little love notes. I always write a little note in their lunchbox. And so this one was that we were going to do pumpkin carving tonight. So I thought that was neat to include with this. And then I have a little inspirational note on the back in highlighter. But that was fun to include. My oldest one drew a dog, and I think it's the cutest dog ever. So it had to be included. And then this is some spaceship alien guy. I really don't know. But I thought what was interesting is on the back of that, I didn't know this was some scrapbooking assignments, when they were due and what I needed to do. So that's the kind of little fun information that might be fun to look at later on. So we're just going to take all this and put it into our envelope for the week. However, I'm going to take, this is I've had this old stamp for a while, but there's an updated new one in the store from Pebbles that looks really cool. So I'm using the old version. This wasn't a Pebbles version, but a new version is in the shop. So I went ahead and, I don't know if you can see it, but I went ahead and stamped pieces of, and then I'm going to add the week. Maybe I should put this week. That might be better, huh? So you just rotate what you need it to say. Okay, pieces of this week. So if you like perfection in your scrapbooking, I'm not sure that this would work for you. Or you just have to be way more careful and observant than I am. But I like it because it sometimes turns out imperfect. So I'm going to put all of our cute little things of the week in our envelope. I like that the string colors coordinated. That's pretty cool. Okay. So I'm going to go get everything in place and sew some stuff down and add some dates. I'll be right back to show you how it ended up. So this is how this week ended up. I only added a little bit of sewing at the top up here. I did add a date stamp down here and a little bit of sewing across the tag. A little date at the bottom here. I ended up trimming the sides just a little bit to help it fit into the pocket a little easier on that envelope. A little silver star up here, kind of matching the stars up here, but also because I just like stars. A little sewing across the washi tape. I went ahead and put this on the outside here. Some sewing down the side, and this I just left as it is. So here's our week with our neutral kind of robin egg blue and orangish yellow scheme, incorporating a couple of different envelope types. Thank you so much for joining me today at 2 Peas in a Bucket.